Listed below are situations that may threaten the independence of auditors in the performance of their duties. The personal and financial interest of an audit entity, namely the auditor having an interest in the application of key principles. Its self-examination means that is considered data and that no work is considered for the audit which the same auditor has previously performed. In this case, an error that may be made will either not be noticed, or even if noticed, there is an interest in concealing it and handling it in a such way that it will not be revealed. Advocacy, the capacity that is incompatible with objectivity that auditors must demonstrate. Consider cases where audit firms have a permanent relationship with directors of audit companies. Therefore, there is a significant risk of advocacy which should be addressed. The familiarity or trust resulting from a long-standing cooperation between the auditor and the management of the company. To be audited, intimidation, namely the possibility that an auditor may be threatened not to express his or her opinion freely. Professional independence may be undermined in the following cases as well, where there is a concern about losing clients at audit firm level, where there is a conflict between the objectives of the auditors and the objectives and interests of management, where there is a control of the audit appointment and the determination of the analytical fee by the management of the audit entity, where there is a lack of control of the audit appointment and determination of the analytical fee by the management of the audit entity, where the auditors also provide non-audit services, where there are professional incapabilities. No partner or staff member of the audit firm should hold an office in the audit entity or participate in the management of the audit entity that exercise significant influence over the audit entity or be a former employee of the audit entity, where gifts or hospitality of significant value are provided, where there is advertising of the audit services, or where there are financial relationships between the auditor and the audit entity. Now let's see independence and objectivity. The auditor has a duty to perform his audit work in an objective and independent from any influence way. An auditor who is unable to remain independent to provide an honest and unbiased opinion must not be shown to be discontinue the audit engagement if he finds that existing or emerging circumstances create a problem either in his independence and objectivity or his relations with his colleagues. Thus, every research entity and respectively every auditor is obliged to observe to the following rules in order to ensure its independence and objectivity. Not to provide the auditee with any other kind of services, for example, administrative services other than those that they allow and for which they have been appointed to perform. Not to make decisions on matters with the competence of the audit. Also, to avoid expressing the judgment on the business choices and investment decisions of the audit entity. To maintain an impartial attitude towards conflict views of the auditees or other interested parties, expressing without unnecessary qualification the objective findings and recommendation based on the proper performance of his or her work. To have no direct or indirect financial interest in any way whatsoever in the course of the audit entity's operation or in the conclusion of the audit report. To not accept interference from the auditee or third parties regarding the performance and exercise of his or her duties. Not to accept from the audit gifts, benefits, and hospitality that go beyond the measure of simple compliments up to hospitality at the audit's place of business. Not to accept any fee or commission from the auditee other than a legal fee for any reason, even for additional and specific professional services, if transparent procedures have not been followed for the assigning and enforcing of each of these tasks, and strictly comply with the legal provisions and decisions of the Board of Supervisors on incompatibilities and prohibitions relating to the profession and the procedures for the acceptance and verification of any work assigned to him or her.